I'm going to teach you how to set up phpMyAdmin on CentMin Mod. And if you remember from the previous videos, we had set up authenticated origin pulls with SSL mode set to full on Cloudflare. You can't use that with phpMyAdmin out of the box because the phpMyAdmin script sets it up with a self-signed certificate. So first thing we're going to want to do is let's just kind of undo what we did. We're going to set that to flexible. We are going to turn off authenticated origin pulls, and we are going to make sure this is off and your HTTPS rewrites are off. That way the generation of the certs will go through just fine. You may also have to go into your main config file and comment out these two lines again and disable those authentication pulls. So the documentation for the phpMyAdmin script is available in the add-on section of the site. Gives you all instructions you need. That's what we're going to go off of. We have a option 2 in CentMin.sh is the vhost generation option, and we're not going to use that. We're actually going to use this little generator here on the website because we're going to avoid generating a new vhost and all the things that go along with it, and we're just going to create the cert. When we first started the series, our host name was main. If you do uname.n, you'll see it. Now, when we're going to set up phpAdmin, that actually won't work for us anymore. So we need to change that, and I'm going to change it to admin at testserver.best. So we're going to do hostname, ctl, set hostname, admin.testserver.best. And the reason I'm not using main anymore is because I'm actually got rate limited by Let's Encrypt when I was making this video. Once we change that, we have to do a service and network restart, so that will take effect. We also need to go into our virtual config file, and we need to change that right here. So we're going to just change this to admin.testserver.best. Save it. And then we need to do Nginx restart once that's uploaded. Now, if we go over to the script, phpMyAdmin.sh, this is a CentMin Mod add-on that sets us all up for us. It gives us a series of commands that we're going to put in. So this is just going to put us in the add-on folder. It's going to download the script for us. If you have a static IP address and you want to whitelist it and deny everyone else, then you need to set this option. I'm not going to be doing that. And then we just need to change the permissions on that file so that we can execute it. And then we're just going to do that. And we need to put the install argument. That's going to download the repo and get it all ready for us. It should automatically be whitelisted in the firewall, but if it's not, these are some instructions to help you troubleshoot that. Once it's done, we're going to get some output that we're going to put in our notes. It's going to have information for us regarding the URL and the password to access it. And then this is going to generate a self-signed cert, and we are going to then, after that, create our own Let's Encrypt cert to replace that. The instructions are very thorough, but it's really easier than it looks. It's generating that self-signed cert right now, and as I've changed our subdomain for our main vhost, I had to add in an NA record for that, so don't forget to do that if you're changing it as well. These are the things that we need to log right here. And then this is our URL right here, so we should be able to access it now. Got to use this password. If you remember previously, we already password protected this folder, so we just need to put in that password as well. And we're going to get too many redirects, and the reason is because there's part of the script that sets up this redirect. So we need to go over to user local nginx config /php. Now we just want to go here, and then we should have phpMyAdmin.conf. And we see the redirect is right here. So that's too many redirects. So we just need to comment that out, restart Nginx, refresh, and now we're in. If we go to our notes from the previous video, we have our MySQL root password and the username is just root. And now here we are, it works fine. That's our database for our Xenforo. But this is using the self-signed cert, so we need to generate a one through Let's Encrypt. So to do that, we can use option 2 in the CentMin.sh to generate a new vhost, but that's not what we're going to want to do because there's more that goes along with that. All we want to do is generate a cert. So we're going to use this tool to help us generate the commands that we're going to run and the configuration. So this is just a little generator. If you have a site that's running on HTTP and you want to upgrade it to HTTPS without generating a whole new vhost, this is what you would do. So we just type in our subdomain right here, and we're going to do a Let's Encrypt cert, and we're going to use basic. And then it gives us the instructions on how to set this up. Basically, we're going to make the folder, a new folder for our SSL cert files, a new folder for that. and we're going to make the .pem file. Most importantly, don't forget to do that. So we'll just paste those commands in. This is actually for self-signed. We need these 3 commands if we're doing Let's Encrypt. That's going to take a minute to generate. So this is another very thorough guide. CentMin Mod comes with a script acmetool.sh. It is actually like a wrapper around another script, which is called acmesh, which is just an Acme client for speaking with the Let's Encrypt servers. These commands here are just going to set up a custom config file for CentMin Mod, and it's going to add the Let's Encrypt detect flag and set it to yes, and it's going to update Acme tool. I've already taken care of all that, so I don't need to worry about it. And then we have a series of commands we need to do here. So let's grab this first command here, put it into our notes, and we're going to modify it. So this calls Acme SH, and it issues a new cert renewal at 60 days. And here are the 2 -d is the domains, right? You can do multiple domains. We're not going to use www, so we can just get rid of it. The -w, this is setting it to what type of verification it's going to use with Let's Encrypt, and it's using just the public web server method. And this is not the folder that we're going to be using. This is if we were setting up a new vhost, but we're actually going to be using the default vhost, which is where the phpMyAdmin is installed. And that directory is /user/local Nginx HTML. None of the rest is important. It's basically just logging at that point. So that's the first command we're going to run once this is done. And the second one here, let's grab this. And we just need to modify this to match as well. So the domain is admin testserver.best. We don't need the www. And then the cert path, this is all fine. This has nothing to do with public HTML. This is just the location where the cert files are going to be located. What's nice about this whole generator thing, it generates commands for you so you don't screw it up, you know? Once that's done, let's run the first command. That's going to issue the certs. Now that's done, we're going to run the second command. That's going to actually install them on our server. Now we need to modify the Nginx config files. So let's go over to confd, and we are going to copy virtual to virtual.back, and same thing with PHP. Just make some backups of them because this is where I always screw everything up. And then we're going to open those. This is the main virtual vhost. This is fine. It's the default server. The server name is set correctly from before. And this is for the PHP. And you'll see the SSL certs right here. These are the self-signed ones. So what we're going to do is we're going to replace those with the proper ones. Let's go back to our generator. We just ran this command to install a certs. And we're then going to create this file name with the following contents. This is taken care of you automatically in the latest beta of CMM, so you don't actually need to worry about that. You can find that file in that folder with the same contents. It then tells you if you have a self-signed cert, you're going to copy the following settings into your file. We're going to scroll down. This is for the Let's Encrypt cert. These are the original settings for non-Let's Encrypt, and we're just going to convert it to this. So we're not actually going to paste all this in because we already have a working config file. We are just going to merge the things that we need. So let's copy this. Let's take a look at the phpMyAdmin. We can drop this right here. I do notice this should be TLS v1.3 should also be added there. So we have our certificate key, our cert, and SSL stapling if you do that as well. And we just scroll up here. Is there anything we need to change from this config file? Is there anything we need? I don't think so. We already have, it's already listening on 443. It's set up for SSL. You could add more things here as well, but they're unnecessary. I've tested it. You don't need anything. So let's just save that. Yes. Nginx restart. So now that that's all set up, we should be able to set SSL to full strict mode in Cloudflare. Go to our edge certificate, enable always use HTTPS. Let's get a private window, and we need to add our password that we saved, and we should be able to get right in now. Root, and then our MySQL password from our old video we did. And now we are in with full SSL. Cool. I made that look easier than it is because I had to do that like 3 times before this video came out perfect. Anyway, stay tuned for the next one. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Again, guidedhacking.com/donate, patreon.com/guidedhacking. Please support us so that we can continue to make videos, and peace out.